Hello, everybody. This is MR Drops, aka Music Reviewer Drops. I am doing my first ever music review right here, right now. It is an album review. This is the start of an album review series to hype up Three Days Grace, their sixth album called Outsider, launching March 9th. This is my, I already said that, but this is their first album. It is self-titled, and it came out in 2003, and of course it is by 3 Days Grace. So I am here with my friend Trevor. Say what's up.
Hola.
All right, that's from him. So now we are going to get started. So here is the first song on the album.
I'll tell you now, you can't win this.
The first song we have for this album is called Burn. I thought it was a great start to set the tone for this album. This is a kick-ass song right here. Does it get repetitive? A little bit. But the first time you listen to it, I just love it more and more, especially during their live version where Neil just yells "go" right in the background. It's pretty cool, but as a studio version, this is awesome. I'm going to give it an A- 4.3 out of 5. Trevor, what are your thoughts?
I gave it a B minus 3.3 out of 5 because, yes, it does get repetitive. If it gets repetitive to me, I'll take off points and stuff.
It's good, but it's
I
repetitive.
thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was a great start to the album. And overall, great first impression from their first album.
All right. Now let's go to track number 2.
You're wrong if you think that I'll be just like you.
Just Like You. Yeah, that felt pretty awkward, but what this is about, it's about standing up for yourself, kind of rebelling against what your parents are saying. It's about living the life you want to live, because parents want their kids to be a certain way, and this song is like, no, I'm not going to be your robot. I'm not going to be your bitch. I'm going to be who I want to be. So that's pretty much what this is about. It is one of their singles. Here's the thing. The song, while it is really good, I do feel like it is overrated. I feel like they have better songs out there. That's just fact. But
Yeah, sure.
yeah, but I have to say it does have a good meaning behind it, and it does deliver on a lot of things, and it is memorable for what it is. Overall, it's really good. I'm going to give it a B 3.5 out of 5.
So what I gave this song is I gave it an A minus 4.3 out of 5 because well, I kind of relate to the message because you want to do what you want, not your parents. So my parents kind of just shit on me for my dreams. So it's just like I want something in my life, they want me to do that because they don't think I'm gonna be successful. But as my song is, I'm gonna do what I want, not what they want. So I like the instrumental and the message. Overall, great song and great second track to the album.
All right. Next up, track number 3. I Hate Everything About You. I gotta say, where do I even begin? But yeah, this is such an awesome song for multiple reasons. This is the first song this band ever made, ever launched to the public, is what I should be saying. But here's the thing. They can have multiple different messages behind it. It could be about an ex. It could be about your parent. It could be about drugs, alcohol. It could be about a certain thing you hate, and you hate everything about it. That's what is so awesome about this song. There are multiple messages behind it, and yeah, for a first song, this is just awesome. What a great way to kick off your career with a song like this. Overall, it's a phenomenal track, and I'm gonna have to give it a 4.6 out of 5. And if anyone says, "Well, this is cliche," I think this is the best song on this album. And anybody that says that, I have no problem with you, and I easily agree with you. So,
Alright,
Trevor, take it with your thoughts.
So I gave it an A minus or a 4.2 out of 5. Mostly because I liked how the song sounded. I liked how the lyrics blended together, but then I also liked the versatility of the meaning behind it. Because, it's a good thing. It could be whatever you think it is. I love it when songs do that because it makes it easier for me to relate to the song and like it as a whole. So overall, it was a pretty good song, and it was a great way to start off their career.
All right. Next up, track number 4.
No matter how hard I try, never satisfied.
4, Home by 3 Days Grace. No shit, it's by 3 Days Grace, but yeah, I'm gonna let Trevor go at it first with this one.
Oh. Alright, so
what do you think about Home?
Okay. So basically, for every album except for the track I want to review, I'm giving an S or a perfect away to one song. This song got my S because I relate to it a lot, and it reminds me of how my home is, even though I just live my life with I don't know, it's just weird to me. I gave it the S at first because I love the instrumental, I love the lyrics, blended great together, the chorus is amazing, and overall it's just I relate to it a lot, so there's that.
Yeah, whenever it comes to a lot of people I know, whenever I say 3 Days Grace or people think about it, some immediately go to this song with lyrics like, "'Cause I know you're not there and I know you don't care," stuff like that. Just the lyrics overall in this album fits very well. The instrumentation, everything just blends in great here. That's what I can say about this track. It's great. It is. At the time, there was a band like 3 Days Grace that was kind of needed, because that's where that type of rock was at its prime right there. Because you had these new metal bands, you had all these rock bands, and this was the perfect time for 3 Days Grace to come in and just change the game. And I gotta say, they're not the most diverse, different sounding band out there, but like I said, this song is a great song from start to finish. And a lot of people, this touches a lot of people. And I can see why. I don't really feel that way, but I can definitely see how people can deal with stuff like this. And it is sad, really. But I gotta say, I'm gonna give it a B+, 4 out of 5. Next track. Scared by 3DG.
Why do you keep announcing the band name every time you go to review a song?
I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, this was about an experience the band had staying at a haunted hotel, and there was this little girl named Emily. I think it was I don't know. I don't know if it was a ghost or just I don't know. It was definitely haunted though, some way, shape, or form. I know that sounds cheesy, but trust me, it's not. The song is not cheesy at all. It is quite a good track. I think it is really good. I don't really have much to say because there really isn't much to say when it comes to this song. It is really good. Overall score, B, 3.6 out of 5.
I gave it a B+ because I really liked how all the instrumental and the lyrics and everything blended together. So, yeah, I gave it a B+.
Let You Down. There is no defined meaning behind it, but from what I can take looking at the lyrics, it's about people wanting you to join their group, their cult, you can say. But you will eventually let them down. And that's kind of what the chorus repeats. But yeah, let you down. Definitely great on the instrumentation. That's definitely where I think the bridge is where this song highlight is. The highlight of the entire song is their bridge. But yeah, awesome track. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to give it an A- 4.1 out of 5. There isn't really that much to say about this track either.
All right. So I gave it a B minus 3.2. And while I gave it to that, like, it's a good song. I don't think it's one of my favorites of the album, but I use the no defined meaning to my advantage, and like just it reminds me of how I let people down in my life all the time. You know, my parents could scream at me because I have fucking good grades, you know. And then especially recently, with all the crap that's gone down, it's kind of it just reminds me a lot of my life. So overall, good song, B minus 3.2 score.
Now or Never. This song is about wanting change in the world, and if you're going to do change, it's now or never. This song really applies to today for sure, and especially applies to today. Jesus. This song came out in 2003, and 15 years later, it stands strong. And hell, people will be going in 15 years. People will probably be saying, if you want to change the world, it's now or never. But let's be real. We got our answer. It's never. But Jesus, that sounds depressing. But no, for real though. People complain about like wanting change. If you want change, you gotta fucking do it. You can't just expect it. But that's how this song kind of gets at you. Overall, it's an awesome track. A minus 4.1 out of 5.
So I gave it a score of 3.6 out of 5 because I felt the lyrics and the instrumental blended well together. I liked how it's a story and everything about it. And the thing is that you're going to hear me say instrumental and lyrics a lot, but that's really what makes or breaks the song for me. That's what gets me to listen to it more and truly dissect it. So if it doesn't work like that, it's not a good song. But I thought it was a really good song, so I give it a B, and it was 3.6 score.
The next song is Born Like This, which is track number 8. Here are my thoughts. It has a solid intro. The rest is good, but here's the thing. After the 7 tracks you previously hear, in my opinion, this just doesn't hold up compared to the last 7 tracks on the album. And yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It is a good song, but probably my least favorite on the whole album, if I have to be honest. It just doesn't stand strong for me on its own. But yeah, B minus 3.2 out of 5. Let's give it to Trevor.
Form like this? Yeah, okay. So I thought it was a 4 out of 5. And like solid intro, pretty good song, but just as Danny said, I don't know about like holding it up to every song on the album, even though I really liked it. But he is right in saying that there are better songs in the album. But overall, I thought it was super good, so I gave it a 4 out of 5. It's my great score. It'll be a B plus.
Song is about drug use and your loved ones stop supporting you because of it. It's like you're drowning in your own misery. That's kind of what I can take from it. And yeah, I definitely have to say this song is awesome. The chorus is probably where it stays strong for me. I don't know. It's just not much to say about this track because I kind of just explained it. A minus 4.1 out of 5. Take it away.
All right. So I gave it a 3.4 out of 5. Why I do like it, it's just like Drown is good, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah,
And
that's understandable.
the hard thing about going second in these is it's really hard to come up with stuff that he didn't say. But I do agree in that the lyrics are pretty good, and the instrumental is all right, but I think it could have been better, especially since it was about drugs and drowning in your own misery. There's a lot of songs about that, but
like with a strong meaning like that.
Yeah, like a strong meaning like that. I think it could have been better.
Yeah, songs like this where it tackled like drug use and alcoholism was all over the place in the 2000s.
Yeah, like wasn't that Eminem too? Eminem did a lot of that.
Yeah, there was Eminem.
Doesn't he still do that?
Yeah, I think he still talks about drug use. I don't know, but yeah, Linkin Park did a lot. Same with like a lot of other bands, like for example, Breaking Benjamin. A lot of bands have just tackled this issue.
Yeah.
So
it's because drugs were a lot more prevalent in bands and stuff in the 2000s.
Yeah,
they still are pretty prevalent in the music industry, but it's not. I don't think it's as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, now this meaning is like, now instead of drug use being a bad thing, on the radio you kind of hear drug use being more of a good, taking that as a good thing with like what's being played on the radio.
Yeah, it's like Gorillaz. Aren't they always high when they make it? Or at least they look like they're high.
Yeah, the new artists. So it's kind of ironic if you think about it like that. 15 years later, and it's a complete 180 from what this song is.
Yeah, I mean, weed's legal now.
Yeah. Overall, we're about to get into the last quarter of this album, and here we go. Number 10, the perfect 10, not really, but this song is a great song, so here it is.
Wake up, I'm pounding on the door. I'm not the man I was before.
Wake up. This is like mainly about wanting a second chance, but you're not getting it. Simple. That's at least what I can take from it. But yeah, this is the only song on the album with an F-bomb. I don't really see that as a big deal or anything, but, you know, it's whatever, if anyone's interested in it. If you like more, like, you know, if you feel like the F-bomb is, like, necessary for certain songs. I think it worked perfectly for a song like this, but that's just my opinion. The instrumentation worked out very well, and I know you're all probably annoyed. Oh my god, the last 9 tracks, all you talk about the fucking lyrics and instrumentation, but here's the thing, there's not really, there's not much to say about, like, this type of stuff besides that, because that's
like,
what
we're not like smart enough to go digging through every single lyric and find every single meaning of every single part of this goddamn song. If you want that shit, go fucking look someone on YouTube with that. We're just reviewing
I mean, isn't rock music mainly about instrumentation and lyrics anyways, so you're kind of doing what you...
kind of why I like it.
Yeah, so, Wake Up. Not much to say. There's not going to be much else to say on these other songs either, so A-, 4.3 out of 5.
Basically, I gave it a 4.9 out of 5, mostly because it's just, when I was listening to it, it gave me a lot of joy. When I was like middle of the night, I was listening to it with like an Xbox party with Danny, and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna play some PUBG, and when I'm loading into the game, all of a sudden I hear, "You're not drunk enough to fuck," and it just is great. I don't know why. It's stuck in my head. It's pretty good. I love it. Lyrics.
It's a very awesome verse for you.
Great. Yeah, it was a really good verse. First verse is amazing. Overall, it's one of my favorites in the album. It's some of my favorite lyrics too. Great songs, but phenomenal. So it's a 4.9 out of 5 or an A.
All right. Number 11, Take Me Under. This is about two people wanting each other, but they're not really transparent about it. It's like it's hidden. not much to say. It's kind of like Born Like This, where, here's the thing, Born Like This and Take Me Under are my least favorite tracks, but it's still good, and that's something really great about this album. I enjoyed every single song that was on this album, and that's just what I have to say about it. So, yeah, it hasn't been. It's like, okay, it's good, whatever. Next. It's pretty much my impression of it. Yeah, it's a B minus 3.2. Trevor, do you agree with me on everything I just said, or do you have your own opinion on it?
Yeah, we basically talk shit.
Yeah, it's like good, but it's like, next. You've made it, you've played it, your shit is overrated. Be prepared to hear that thousands of times in this song, but it is a very good song, but, oh my god. You know what, I might just let Trevor go at this first. Here, what do you have to say?
It's okay for an ending track. It's like an okay song. It's like, the repetition's too much though. It's just repetition. I don't like it unless it's like really good repetition. But it's not really good repetition. It's like so much repetition. He's like, your shit is overrated, your shit is over. Like, he does that for like all three verses. So I basically just gave it a 3 out of 5. I'm like, I'm going to give it a C+. You get a solid rating, but you're not the best in the album. You know, in my opinion, the worst in the album. But still.
In your opinion, this is the worst in the album?
Yes.
Okay. I could get what you're saying. This is easily, if there's any song that is very repetitive about its lyrics after 12, this has got to be the most lazy written songs on the album. That's definitely what I have to say, but it doesn't mean it's a bad song. Like, it does get catchy to me. It's like that annoying type of catchy, but it's still catchy, but yeah, you get my point. I thought it was really good. It's not the worst song on the album, but it's nowhere near the best.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I give it a B, which is a 3.4 out of 5. There is another track on the album before it's on the deluxe edition. It doesn't count towards the grade of the album. It is called Are You Ready? It is a good song, but it's like nothing really too special, so didn't really see the need to include it, but yeah. Now, let's get to the final verdict. So, final thoughts on this album. This is a great first album. It's definitely, here's the thing though, the next 2 albums are definitely something incredible, but this is easily a great start for their careers right here. I Hate Everything About You, Just Like You, and Home were 3 songs that immediately caught attention on the radio and Billboard charts. And yeah, they are easily gonna be going down as a band I grew up with. Sadly, I knew them off of WWE highlights on YouTube. That's how I got my exposure to them. I'm ashamed in saying that. But, and like all these other like little music videos and all that. Like fan-made music videos. But, I'm ashamed of saying that, trust me, but yeah, overall, I have to say...
You're supposed to learn them off of wrestling highlights, you fucking bag.
Face it, Trevor, you probably got most of your music off of that, too.
No, I've only gotten like 3 artists, but I mean, really great. I didn't hear them on the radio, but I've heard some of the songs before. But what really stuck with me was when I was listening to Skillet and I heard Animal Has Become.
The last time they got like radio play that I know of is 2009.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then, no, they've just gotten out of the mainstream. But
can I give mine? Can I give?
Yeah, you can go for your final verdict. Mine's a B plus 3.9.
Yeah, mine's a B plus 2, but it's a 3.8 out of 5. Mostly because it's a great start to the album, but some of the songs weren't as good as the other ones. Like, it wasn't consistent throughout. So, great start to the album. Had some solid songs. Great first impressions of the band. That probably became popular after the album. overall, great album. Great album.
Yeah, I saw those highlights and I just decided to listen to each and every album. And I definitely do go back with memory lane as like, this and two other albums. We're gonna get to those two other albums later on in the review series, but yeah, overall, I'm very excited to do this album review series. Definitely a great way to launch the channel. And I hope you all enjoy this video. Thank you for being on the video, Trevor. You will be hearing from me and him for the rest of this album review series. And yeah.
Next album, I love that.
Yep, 1X. I have a lot to say about that one, but see you guys for the next one. Peace.